The Fantastic Four First Steps comic tie-in finally reveals who Paul Walter Hauser will be playing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Phase 6 is about to start this summer with the Fantastic Four First Steps finally bringing Marvel's first family into the MCU timeline, after years of the film being in development at Marvel Studios. One of the biggest mysteries about the MCU installment is Paul Walter Hauser's The Fantastic Four First Steps character, as he joined the cast in May 2024. While there have been various theories on who he may be portraying in the Fantastic Four reboot, MCU fans finally have an answer. In First of the Fantastic Four First Steps comic via Twitter, which serves as a canon tie-in to the film, the first issue of the prequel reveals a shot of Hauser, who is dressed exactly like Marvel's Mole Man, confirming he is bringing the villain to life in the MCU. Check it out below. The Fantastic Four First Steps First was written by Matt Fraction, with art by Mark Buckingham, and it is now available for purchase or digitally. The comic launch is also properly timed, as The Fantastic Four First Steps opens in theaters in just a couple of weeks. What Paul Walter Hauser's MCU role confirmation means for the Fantastic Four First Steps, with Hauser's role in the Fantastic Four First Steps cast finally confirmed, it showcases how much Marvel Studios is tapping into the team's larger comic book mythology compared to the previous film iterations. This also confirms that the MCU reboot of Marvel's first family aims for greater comic book accuracy, as it will feature Mole Man's first proper live-action depiction. What remains to be seen, however, is how significant Mole Man will be to the Fantastic Four First Steps story, given that Galactus is the main villain of the Phase 6 installment. But seeing that the Fantastic Four First Steps is dealing with multiple villains from the team's rogues gallery is incredibly exciting. With Hauser being an incredibly talented actor, it will be fun to see how he brings Mole Man to life in the Fantastic Four First Steps and in the MCU as a whole. It remains to be seen whether there are any more surprise Fantastic Four enemies in store. Time will also determine whether fans will only encounter Mole Man in the Fantastic Four First Steps. With only a few more weeks left before the film releases, the world will soon get to experience Hauser's Mole Man for themselves in the Fantastic Four First Steps.